Well, it's definitely cold out there, of course, tonight. Nick, we do have some of those wind chills running in the teens. So for all of those crews that are out there, cleaning up messes like this, hopefully they're able to stay safe, of course, and stay warm. We certainly appreciate them restoring power. Of course, we're running on a generator right now here at the TV station. We've also lost power because of things like this. Again, this is a picture from northern Massac County earlier. I know Nick was showing you some of the trees out there this evening, but this gives you a better view with some of that daylight. And it was just so easy for these tree limbs to get weighted down with that freezing rain. And once that breeze started, of course, we've continued to see those trees come down. We're still seeing reports of new power outages continuously this evening. So latest check of the radar, we're not done just yet. Like Nick said, there is light freezing rain out there this evening. These very light returns that you see all the way from about Fancy Farm up through Alexander County, through parts of Johnson, back into Union County. That's some of that freezing rain. So again, a lot of things to watch, maybe even a few snowflakes mixing in where we have some of those whites and pinks in Union County and up into Jackson County. That's extremely light, but so easy for that to continue to accumulate on those already icy surfaces like those power lines and like those trees. Now on the back side of this is where we're going to see some of those brighter blue colors, some of those whites showing up, and that's where we're starting to see those pockets of snow showers working their way into the area. You can see that from about Chester and all the way down through Perryville and then into northern Bollinger County, so just to the north of Marble Hill. This is what's going to move through on the backside and adding a little bit of that light snowfall on top of the ice that we've already seen. So a quick check of your camera in Carbondale tonight. You can see it's kind of difficult to see anything, and that's because of that light freezing drizzle kind of coming down and landing on that camera lens. We do have temperatures now starting to dip a little bit more below freezing. Carbondale's down into the upper 20s at about 28. But it's very breezy. Those winds are picking up out of the north, wind gusts topping 20 miles per hour, which means it's feeling more like 17. So feeling a lot colder than it actually is. And that's going to continue to be the trend as we head through the rest of the evening tonight. Again, looking at some of those winds across the area, we're starting to see those turn out of the north on the backside of this system with those sustained winds running close to 15 miles per hour, and that is going to help bring down more tree branches as we head overnight. So again, continue to expect those tree branches to come down and unfortunately likely cause more issues through those overnight hours. We're still under several winter weather alerts, of course, through the northern half of the area. We are under that winter storm warning in that bright purple box along and south of Route 13. We still have an ice storm warning and then a winter weather advisory for areas in western Kentucky back into the Boot Heel and northwest Tennessee. These were originally in place until about 6 a.m. tomorrow. They have been extended until noon because it's just going to be a mess. I do suspect that roads could maybe be even worse tomorrow morning than they were today, just because temperatures are going to get so cold. It's going to be harder for some of those road chemicals to work, and you're going to get into that issue of refreezing and black ice. So tonight, extremely icy conditions expected. That's going to continue into early Monday with that few snow showers kind of lingering on top of that early Monday morning, and then we stay kind of cold and slick through the rest of the week. Temperatures not going to be back above freezing for quite a while. So this winter weather is kind of here to stay. Quick check of the satellite and radar. Again, this is a pretty large system. Of course, it's bringing us snow and ice here at home. It even brought some parts of the deep south some severe weather. A lot to keep track of. Again, this freezing rain comes through the rest of the night tonight. On the back side of this, where you've got these blues and whites, that's where we suspect some of those snow showers will show up, and they'll kind of linger through the early morning before they start to clear out by 11 o'clock or so tomorrow. We're talking about that potential for light snow, again, between 1 to 3 inches through those northern counties, maybe only a dusting to the south, and not looking like we're going to see quite as much, but it'll be a mess on top of that ice already. Storm Track 3 app, always great to have on your smartphone, of course. You can track all of that right there in the palm of your hand. Temperature wise, we dip down into the low 20s tomorrow with highs only topping out in the mid 20s, and we stay cold through the rest of the week. By Wednesday, we're down to 20 degrees, and even by the time we get to Friday, that's when we start to warm up and we're only hitting about 31. And look at those low temperatures, 4 degrees in the morning on Thursday.
Oh my goodness.
Not fun.
Not fun. Thank you so much, Jacie.